Hi everyone, and welcome to another Win with Armagh podcast. We're delighted to be joined by Armagh midfielder Ben Crealey, and we're going to look back at the career he's had and looking forward to what's to come in the future. Ben, I know I've spoke to you a few times, and your career could have been a whole pile different. You were a rally driver before you got into football.
Yeah, I was. I suppose I started rally driving. Well, I started go-karting when I was like 8 or 9. My dad owned a rally track and a go-kart track. He ran a business down at the house, so I kind of grew up with that at my back door. So I naturally fell into that when I was younger. But I was playing football at the same time, obviously. And then right up from I was 8 or 9 until I was 17, I was go-karting and rally driving as well as football at the same time. And then once football sort of took off a bit, I just put rally into the side. And then, yeah, but there's times you look back, and if I had made a different decision as a 17-year-old, where your life could have took you, but here we are today. So.
And was that a difficult decision to do, or do you still do a bit of rallying if you get the chance?
If it's a difficult decision, it was at the time, because I remember thinking at the time, having to tell Dad that I didn't want to do it anymore, because Dad, he never played football really, so I remember at the time thinking, geez, it's going to be tough telling Dad I don't want to do this. But yeah, I still do a wee bit. It's kind of limited, obviously, with times with football training things, and then I don't know what the conversation would be like with Geezer if I rang him up and told him I've crashed the car, I broke my leg here, so it's very limited, like, so.
When did you come into the panel in 2017, I think, was it?
Yeah, it was, so Mahi won the championship in 2016, and then it was that winter I came in for the 2017 season, so I think I'm coming up on to my 9th season now, or 10th, so it feels like a long time ago, like.
And what was the call-up like? I think he got man of the match in the county final here against Cullyhanna in 2016, so were you expecting a call-up, or was it on your radar?
It wasn't really on my radar, to be honest. I remember Dennis Hollywood had sent a text message out to, I think, a lot of players at the time that there was trials coming up. The trials kind of coincided with the Ulster Club Championship, so I couldn't go, and I still hadn't really thought about it much, just I was so busy with Mahi and things, so. But then once Kilcoo beat us in 2016, and then I just showed up to training one night, and that was it. And here we are today. So.
You're there ever since?
Yeah. Well, I took a sabbatical for a year, but apart from that, I've been here ever since. Yeah.
And I suppose getting called in and getting into the changing rooms and stuff. I think Armagh were Division 3 at that stage, Ben. So a lot different now than today's changing room.
Yeah, it was. I think the year before they were beating the qualifiers against, was it Laois maybe in 2016? Yeah, very different. But like Geezer and like all the sort of crux of the team that's here today and won the All Ireland in 2024 was there, like, so. We were still driving for high standards at the time, and going from club, and I hadn't really done any underage stuff with Armagh, so going from club to that setup was a bit of a shock at the time, like, so. It was an interesting couple of months bedding into it, like.
And coming into midfield, Ben, I suppose you built a strong partnership in 2024 with Niall Grimley, and I think we all know you maybe had a different couple of different midfield partners at the time, but Niall came in after the Ulster Championship, and you were flying then ever since, and you were an All-Ireland winning midfield partnership.
Yeah, I think Niall came in for the Derry game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he came in for that and performed really well, like, and and then sort of just took off from there in the qualifiers, like, and we got a bit of momentum going, both me and Niall ourselves midfield, and then just the whole team in general, and then that obviously accumulated to getting to an All-Ireland final and winning it, so yeah, good memories.
And what's your relationship like with Niall if you're his midfield partner? I assume you know each other's games inside out, you know, whatever kick-out routines you are going through, do you have to relay stuff like that to each other constantly?
Okay, we would have had like quite a lot of conversations, I suppose, around kick-outs and things. Usually I just let Niall play all the football. I kind of worry about more the defensive stuff, like, but I've been talking loads, like when you're at that stage of the season, last year and the year before and every year really, you're in each other's pockets every night of training, so there's a lot of conversations going on around how you're playing, so. And
then it comes to the club championship and you have to mark them.
Yeah, we played each other in the quarter final. Yeah, it's like we don't even speak to each other. It's like that. It's funny, like you just shake his hand and get on with it, like. But he came the better side of it that day anyway. So.
And obviously winning the All Ireland, Ben, yourself, getting your hands on Sam, bringing Sam back to Mahary, getting an All-Star, yourself and Aidan, bringing All-Stars back to the club. What was that experience like? And I suppose we're a year on from that now, reflecting on it, how does it feel?
Yeah, reflecting on it, probably bringing Sam to Mahary with Aidan, like I think it was a Tuesday after, like that was just special being able to do that, like just such fond memories of that, like walking over the bridge. It was really nice sunny night and the place was packed, but it was packed with everybody that you knew. So like me, Aidan and Kieran Higgins, we were the only ones that really got the experience that in 2024, so very grateful for that. And then same with the All-Star, me and Aidan all went down, and I think there was a couple of tables full of Mahary clubmen and women at the All-Star thing, so that was lovely too. At the time though, you're not really like appreciating it enough probably, but when you look back on it a year or 2 years down the line, like you really start to realise how special the times were, and it drives you on then to try and bring something like that back to Mahary and back to Armagh. So.
And obviously 2025 didn't work out as we all hoped it was, but the new season's just around the corner. The McKenna Cup's going to be back in January, pre-season's going to be starting soon again, so is there all round to go and get an all crack at it?
Yeah, that's it. I think there's a lot of new players brought into the team last year and started getting some game time, so it'd be great to get some of them lads back and playing again, and then there'll be a lot of other young lads coming in. Obviously we know there's a lot of retirements this year, so there'll be a lot of new fellas coming in, and hopefully they'll get their chance in the McKenna Cup and throughout the league. So it's an exciting it's going to be an exciting year for us.
And we're in the motorhome here, Ben. Would you take it, or would you take the 50 grand that's on offer?
Yeah, I think if I didn't take the motorhome, my girlfriend Aoife would kill me. So I'll be taking the motorhome, yeah.
Great stuff, Ben. Thanks, and thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode. We'll be back shortly with another interview in a couple of days, so make sure to tune in and make sure to keep supporting the Win with Armagh campaign.
Do you want to support the next generation of Armagh GAA players? You could be winning this fantastic motorhome or £50,000 in cash. Tickets are available from as little as £2 on winwitharmaghgaa.com. All proceeds from this competition will go straight into the development of our new facilities at Portadown.
What would you use this motorhome for? Concerts, matches, trips away?
Head over to the website to get your tickets now. Best luck.